There's musical bowing. Years back.
I can't take you. I always think you're joking, but it's just that you're stood there eating egg, bro.
Are we live?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you joined Sport Tank here in beautiful Bristol today as we have the Aztecs taking on the Kent Exiles in the Prem. Beautiful sunny day here in Bristol. Watch this game, get yourself a lovely cold drink, put yourself on the hammock, put the laptop up there. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, Wooly, he is fine. He is fine. He's all right. Nothing's happened to him. He's just not here today. So I am joined by Harvey Sutcliffe. Harvey, say hello.
Hello, everybody. Yep, I am the local northerner down here now. Hopefully going to commentate a brilliant game with Tebs this fine afternoon, as you were saying. Great weather. Hopefully a good game of football.
So let's quickly talk about the last games of these two squads. Both of them losing efforts to the Blitz, with the Aztecs 16-28 for them there. However, the Exiles 32-0. Exiles have only scored 6 points all season and will be looking to come down to Barbadian Bristol and cause the upset. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that Steve was eating 2 whole eggs, and it smells. Just to look, I'm trying to give the people. I'm trying to give the people at home a 4D experience here. It doesn't still smell, but the memories of it smelling are with me. The trauma of the smell of the eggs. So it's looking like the Exiles are going to kick the ball away here as we join you. You can see on the pitch, you can see some of these logos. We join you at the beautiful SGS Pride facility, or the SGS facility, but where the Pride play, and it's a beautiful pitch, the only purpose-built American football pitch in the country. So it's great conditions and a great pitch. Seems to be a little delay with kickoff. No, that's not true. It's 2 o'clock. And it's always a beautiful day for football, as we always say. Don't worry, Ben, I'll grab you on in a minute.
26 players kicking.
And the Exiles currently have 26 players kitted, which, comparatively, a great ball picked up by 7 of the Aztecs.
Oh, he's got a lot of room here.
There. Oh, and he's off. And Crispin's off to the races.
This is a perfect start.
Oh my lord, 82.
There we go.
Looked like he had the angle, and that's a quick bit of points there for the Aztecs. 6 on the board. I don't see any yellow laundry on the field. Steve's telling me that there is. Looks like there might be a callback for celebration. Let's have a look. Yeah, no problem at all. Well, there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 6 points on the board. I can't see any flags. There's the kicking. I'll put it this way: the kicking tee is still out there. That's how quick that was. No one has bothered to grab the kicking tee already, as 6 points go onto the board for the Aztecs.
It's a perfect start for the Aztecs. Now the Exiles have got a long road to go now to the end of this game.
Luckily, it has cooled down slightly here. When we arrived here today, heat waves were rising up from the SGS field. Nice breeze going in now, so these players will be cool. And the sun is not shining over them yet, but you have to be concerned with the Exiles. If that sun does come out, playing a game in this weather, I think it's about 23 degrees, full black kit. Oh, I had a matte black helmet, and I played in the sun rough, and it was horrid. Absolutely horrid. Seems to be some delay here. It looks like I haven't got a clue, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. The kickoff seems to be a bit delayed, and it seems that the extra point will be as well. Seems to be that number 88 for the Aztecs seems to be lining up at kicker. If that's correct, that's Spencer Cutlin, number 88. Beautiful. Seems to be that there was an injured Exiles player on the Aztec side of the field, as Cutlin looks to boot it through on a very, very, very quick potential 7 points on the money. Cutlin's put it through.
No,
No
he's
good.
not. No, he's not.
I hate these angles. I hate these angles, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick and easy 6 points on the board for the Aztecs. Obviously, the Exiles probably feeling a bit more motivated to gain some extra yardage here, so we're going to see. Looks like 25 and 11 for the Exiles are going to be in the backfield looking to take this ball out, as it looks like Cutlin will be the one to kick it away as well.
I'm guessing they are hoping for a similar kick-off return that the Aztecs just got. I think that would put them in a much better mood than they are currently.
And a great boot from Cutlin again. And that's going to be in, bouncing around the hands of number 11. Oh, and 11 gets round 9 of the Aztecs. And blasts out of bound by 17. Number 11, Julian Firth for the for the Exiles. Getting it back potentially around the, looks like it's dead on the 25-yard line. With Dan Bate, number 17 of the Aztecs, smashing him out of bounds. As the Exiles look for their first offensive drive, hoping to replicate and get some more points on the board. Beautiful. Sorting out the parking here at SGS College Edmonton. Oh, and the
poor
snap,
snap.
And the snap just went left of number 1 for the Exiles, their QB. Let me find him on my sheet. Stoles there, and number 1. Do love a QB wearing number 1. Harvey's a smart man. He also supports the Miami Dolphins. But this is, well, I was going to say, it's not the Miami Dolphins, because it seems the Exiles are already floundering as they are back deep in their end zone. Will the snap be on the money this time?
A better snap this time round. It's a pass. Oh.
And just short of 33, not too far out of the way for the Exiles receiver. Leo Walter Dabo, number 33 for the Exiles. And a third and, my God.
Too many.
A third and maybe 22 for the Exiles here. Snap still looming over to the right. Number 10, look, number 10's got the ball, but obviously that yardage is... The referees are calling no good. Obviously from where we're positioned, I just saw the back of number 10 and the ball seemed to be in his belly, and it looks like the Exiles are going to bring on their punting unit. And they're going to be looking again to get this ball out of the hands of the speedsters of the Aztecs. As you've got number 80 and
number 8, I believe.
Number 80 and number 8. Number 8 is KK and 80 is Ollie Luck. Both of them hovering around maybe the 46-yard line. Exile's going to be looking for more than that. High snap. Number 10 gets it away.
Oh.
And number 80, Luck has the speed, and Luck is brought down on the 10-yard line, maybe the 9. Is it? Oh. Okay. Yeah, but is that right? Sorry, boy. Sorry, I was just sorry. Check. And a great position here for the Aztecs for their first actual offensive play. Number 8.
Winning the ball.
Number 8 gets round a man. Oh. And KK bringing that ball to potentially the 3-yard line. Very much expecting the Aztecs to punch this in somehow. Andrew Carr. Yeah. So number 80 for the Aztecs is Andrew Carr, not Ollie Luck. Keep that in mind. KK in the backfield again.
Gets the ball.
And KK just goes straight in. There we go. Simple as, ladies and gentlemen. Another 6 points on the board for the Aztecs.
They appear to be going for the field goal again. Hopefully this time they'll get that one through.
Obviously this game has just started, but a lot of this game is being played on the far side of the field in the Exiles half. Now let's have a look at the PAT. Snap's good. And
it's good.
And it's good, and that is 13 quick points for the Aztecs.
I don't think the Aztecs could ask for a better start to this match.
No, realistically, with terms of American football, you can't wish for a better start than that. You see the punt for the Exiles very nearly was ran back, keeping the Aztecs starving. The Aztecs offense starving to get on the field. And once again, 11 and 25 for the Exiles in the backfield. 11. Big Julian Firth at 25, being Rakib Giwa. Great ball, flying through the air. Looks like Firth's got it. Giwa is the lead blocker. Firth gets round a man. And he meets number 17 of the Aztecs, Dan Bates, again. Again knocking the runner out of bounds. What were the first two sorts, Glenn Linley? Well, the Aztecs scored on the kickoff and got the ball back from a punt and very nearly getting on a punt return as well. But KK, number 8 for the Aztecs, managed to punch it in with 2 running plays. But Glenn, I tell you what, it's early here and the Aztecs are up.
The Exiles are just struggling to get going, but I think get a pass completed, we could see them heat up a little bit.
Stoles hands it off to number 23, and it looks like he's going to be swallowed up. 87, 15, and 76 for the Aztecs. All surround him there. 76, Lewis Burgess. Number 15, the abominable Joshua Ricketts. Happened first play, I think. It's third. Sorry, Harry, but it's 3rd and 12. I'm sure that's what you were about to say.
Yeah.
Stoles looking to throw. And that's a great ball.
Oh.
But number 3 for the Exiles just was not in the area. Wasim, number 3, they're not in the area, as it looks like the punt unit for the Exiles is going to come back onto the field. As you got KK, number 8, in the backfield again for the Aztecs. And Carr, number 80, as well. But I imagine the Exiles are going to try and get this ball away from number 8. Number 10 had to run onto that ball a bit. And KK's got it again. Oh, and probably the best position so far for the Exiles, getting the stop, not allowing KK to run that ball on. As Darren Cummings updates us in the Leicester Panthers Manchester Titans games. Titans 7, Panthers 0 so far, just so far. A couple of other live streams going on today. I know that it's Sandwell versus the Nottingham Caesars. Huh? I might be mistaken on that. I read that it was. And again, KK's just diving through Exiles players, but they manage to swallow him up, but not before he gets the first down. And it goes to KK again. That's going to be a gain of about 4. QB, Lewis Benzie for the Aztecs.
Aztecs just playing perfect football here to start this match, and it's a pleasure to watch.
It's the classic adage, isn't it? If you get 3-4 yards of play, then you'll win the game. The Exiles sending a blitzer, but number 0. Number 0. Kevin Ward getting the reception there. Tried to go for the stiff arm, but got knocked out of bounds by number 18 of the Kent Exiles. It's another one of those things. I'm really happy that we get roster sheets, but sometimes when they're not in number order, they confuse my small little brain. And it's a fresh set of downs for the Aztecs. And it's given to KK again. He runs right.
Reads the block
and he's
perfectly.
Got space. Number 56 tracking him down. And number 56 for the Exiles has puts in a shift there. Brings KK down. Malachi slew 56 for the Exiles with a great tackle, but that is still going to be another first down. First down's an abundance for the Aztecs, whilst doesn't seem to be the case for the Exiles. Gary how turns to it's the Blitz versus the Cats at 4 o'clock today. 4? What a late kickoff. Sorry? Oh, because it's double head with the other 19s, that'd be why. And it's to Ward again. Ward shakes off one tackle. 56 again. A 31 from the Exiles drags Ward out of bounds. Sam Coppen for the Exiles, making sure Kevin Ward does not find the blue of the end zone. But once again, and you might hear this a lot, ladies and gentlemen, that is another first down for the Aztecs. Benzie the QB. He gets it. Benzie looking to throw. 288. Ben's cutting the kicker.
He's a receiver that kicks.
But he's also
not a kicker that receives.
Yeah. I'm being told that he's a receiver that kicks and not a kicker that receives. So the receiver, Spencer Cutler in there with the reception, but cannot find the end zone. Just out of bounds. Second down for the Aztecs. It's handed off to 23.
Oh,
And there we go. 23 is just dancing round. Let's just have another look at that. Just well done football being played. As in Q1, it's currently 19-0 to the Aztecs. Looking at 20. If the receiver, Spencer Cutling, can kick this through the uprights.
which
And
he
Exiles,
can.
it's good, but yeah, the Exiles did get a hand on that ball, but there was just enough power to knock it through.
And once again, we get to see the Aztecs kickoff team. Seeing a lot of them today.
So, 41, Gavin Lewis. I'm trying to read them all out to you. 17, Dan Bate. Once again, the abominable number 15, Josh Ricketts. Hopefully his mum's not watching, because I'm not going to tell you about what my meal deal was, because I'm not being subject to that abuse. And I do still owe his mum a tenner as well. Will she ever get it back? Who knows? Who knows? He's off to Canada soon, so hopefully he'll forget. Playing for the Hamilton Hurricanes. But his mum will not get that £10 back.
I do wonder what the meal deals in Canada are like.
Well, I'm sure we're going to have a review from number 15 of the Aztecs. Great boot, going right. Looks like beautiful catch from number 11. Number 11's got the speed for the Exiles. And that's a...
Once again, he's done a great job returning that.
Yeah, again, look, that's the best return today for the Exiles. Julian Firth putting in an absolute shift. As the Exiles get their best field position to start today, looking like that is going to be on the 39-yard line. We've just had an update. It's Edinburgh Wolves 7, Tamworth Phoenix 0 as it stands right now. Stoles in the backfield. 25 on his right. And it's a run play up the middle.
Swamped instantly. Oh,
Whistle was blown. 98 for the Aztecs there. Being part of that gang tackle, I think it was 98 and 50. Let's give him both credit anyway. Charlie Dace, number 98, number 50, Elvis Webster. Banahan, the running back for the Exiles, number 23. Stoles looking to throw. Oh! Let's have another look at that. Absolutely flawed. I'm just happy that the man's been able to get back up, because that was an absolute... Let's have another look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, great pass. And 44.
he was there. He was ready for that.
Ryan Davies there, playing smash mouth football. No, you would expect nothing less for any team that plays in the Bristol area. Yes, Barracuda, I'm including you as well. Stoles throws it out wide, and that is caught by number 33, but catching it around where the down marker started. Looks like there's going to be maybe a gain of 1, bringing on the Exiles punting unit one more time. I'll put it like this: if the Exiles keep punting, why not just run a cheeky fake?
I think it's getting to that point where they need to start thinking about doing that, because the ball in the Aztecs' hands ends up in the end zone either way. Maybe they should try mess around with them a little bit.
Once again, 80 number car and KK number 8 in the backfield. Flag on the play. Wouldn't surprise me this is a delay. So too many men on the field for the Exiles. That is going to put them back 5 more yards. That was probably the best snap, and that's out of bounds. That is KK looked like he had a clear route if that would have gone into his hands, but the Exiles starting as close as they have done. No, the Exiles starting in their own half, not by a lot, but they're starting in their own half. Again, with each progressive drive, the Exiles are getting in better field position. They're pushing the Aztecs back to worse field position.
They are slowly working into this game, but the Aztecs are already 100% into this, so the Exiles need to
Given
speed
that we're
up.
still in Q1 and it's 20 on the board. KK's got the ball. He's running right. He dodges around some players, but he does get swallowed up in the end. Number 5 and number 20 for the Exiles there. Let me consult the sheet. Where's number 20?
Is this a change of QB just now?
Certainly.
I think that's number 14 now at QB.
KK runs right, gets swallowed up. Certainly is a change of QB. Jamie Penny now at QB for the Aztecs. 23.
Is that? No, that's not one.
23 is in at running back. Potentially looking to see the Aztecs debut of number 21 for them, Lewis Munt.
Is this the first third down the Aztecs have had?
It certainly is the first third down the Aztecs have had. As we've said, the Exiles have been getting better with every drive, but when you're 20 points down, you've got to be.
They run again.
And this brings up a 4th down for the Aztecs. And the punting unit for the Aztecs is coming on the field. Okay, this is interesting.
Okay, now we get to see the Exiles punt return team.
And the Aztecs are barely in their own half, maybe on the 52 starting here. High snap. Great ball though. What a ball. And number 19 of the Aztecs just spots that ball. Ben Malor spots that ball down, looking like...
On the 20, I believe.
On the 20. Great punt. But if you're the Kent Exiles, that's a win for you, as far as I'm concerned. You have finally forced the Aztecs to have to punt the ball and not receive that ball via kickoff. Though they're starting deep in their own half. We've seen improvement from the Exiles on every drive so far, so let's see what Stoles can do. Number 1 for the Exiles. He's looking to throw. Over the hands of number 11. Very, very, very close for Julian Firth. Putting in a shift today. Number 11 for the Exiles.
Even though that was incomplete, it's all positive things. That was a lovely ball. Receivers are getting open. Hopefully the Exiles can complete a few passes, get some positive runs, hopefully get some points on the board.
Let's see what they can do here. One in the backfield. Trips left. And 23 faked out. A lot of defenders.
A lot of room.
And that might be a first down for the Kent Exiles. Let's have a look at these chains. Are they on the move?
They are moving.
And that is a first down for the Exiles. It's one of those things where if it was any other team than the Bristol Aztecs, you could potentially say that why have you taken your foot off the gas? I know you're 20 points up and it's Q1, but I don't think you can ever sort of say that the Aztecs take their foot off the gas. But things are trending in the direction of the Kent Exiles as it stands now. High snap, caught by number 23, but absolutely hammered. You've got to give props to the hands there of Bannerhead, number 23, the Exiles, just being able to catch that before he was smoked by Ali, number 25 of the Aztecs. Second dodgy snap today. As someone who's played centre before, sometimes if you get too confident, you can let that ball go and it just... You there? High snap again. Same thing happens again. Well, the problem is, if it happens 2 times in a row, is that designed? Is that going straight to the running back? Is that the plan? It's difficult to say. I know that...
It's very difficult to say. The running back looked shocked that he had to catch that ball once again, so I doubt it was, but... Maybe they could look at doing that in the future.
So we've got an injured player down on the field for the Aztecs. It seems to be that things are trending in the direction of the Exiles, but these snaps have put them back to what looks currently like a third, and I'm going to say 23. If Willie Mike was here, he'd be able to give you the exact yards, the exact inches. But unfortunately, he is he's just busy today. It's weird when you say like, unfortunately, he's not here. It makes it sound like something's happened to him, but he was just booked. He was already doing something.
Just a busy guy.
Yeah, like I was doing something the other week.
Well, back onto these poor snaps. Is this an argument to prove that centre is one of the most difficult positions to play in the sport?
Well, it's in my experience, when you do get too confident, when things are on a roll, sometimes you just like, oh, these balls are so on the money. These balls have been on the money for so long that it doesn't really matter. You can just ping it through, and you start to forget. So, number 56, the player for the Aztecs there, is all good. Alex Gray going off the field in his own powers. Third and a lot here for the Exiles. What can Stoles do? Stoles looking to throw. What a ball! Oh my lord above. What a ball. It's not going to give him the first down, but again, this is...
Would you, after that positive gain of yardage, lovely ball, lovely catch, on this 4th down, would you go for it?
I don't think the Exiles are there yet. Don't get me wrong. Momentum is on the side of the Exiles, but it's still not...
I don't believe there's a punt team coming out. They are going for it on 4th.
Well, this is why we bring Harvey on. And there we go. That is the end of the quarter. Potentially giving the Exiles maybe a moment to think about what they're about to do. Oh. My mistakes. 28 seconds. A timeout by Kent. Again, potentially thinking about their decision. Did I say half? Sorry. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see number 1.
No, it looks like they are going to punt this ball.
There you go. Kent have had a moment to think. Actually, you know what? I didn't see where the down marker was. That's 4th and 2.
That's what I'm saying. After that positive gain,
4th and 2.
Is
You're down 20. Yeah, I personally I would. After a great ball from Stoles into the hands of 25, I'd potentially go for this.
The adrenaline's running. You go for that. I think the whole team wish they went for this.
But the thing is, though, like that timeout maybe has killed some of that adrenaline. Floaty snap, low ball. Calls a poison. Low ball, and the Aztecs are getting the ball, start in their own half, but not by a lot. Potentially on the 52-yard line. Yeah, I would have gone for that, I think.
If the punt was good, maybe there was an argument to say that the punt was worth it, but with the low yardage punt, I think maybe going for that would have been the better option.
So as it stands right now, we're getting some updates. Edinburgh Wolves 13, Tamworth 0. Thanks, Steve.
Steam 0
Oh, and 98. That's a big man to get to number 90, not 98. Not managing to get the ball would have been spectacular. Some more scores coming in. The Scunthorpe Alphas 15, Darlington Steam 0. As it stands, do always good to see the Alphas. I mean, I've got some former coach at the Alphas, so I like the Alphas. Don't know much about the Steam. Okay. And 3 is in again over the head of 0. Benzie is back in after not being in for a few snaps last drive, and the Aztecs with another rare third down in this game, and it seems to be that they're becoming a bit too prevalent for the Aztecs, who are cooking with absolute gas. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter here in Bristol, it is 20-0 to the Aztecs. Let me update it on my beautiful little YOLO box. Not sponsored by them or anything. It's great because they were basically on the 50-yard line. It's not a lot of movement. No. If you're on the O line and if you're in the line and you're in this baking sun, normally you can have a few deep breaths as you walk, but it's not a long walk from. It's not a big break. As once again, ladies and gentlemen, 3rd and 10 for the Aztecs. Exiles looking for another big stop here. Will Benzie allow that to happen? And he throws it, and the Exiles swarm. Let me try and have a gander at that. That looks like 88, which is Carr. And the Aztecs punting unit comes back on for, again, what has to be considered another victory for the Kent Exiles. If Exiles can just pull off more spectacular pass plays like they did to end their last offensive drive, then ladies and gentlemen, I'm not scared to say we might have a game on our hands. I mean, I think this is good. This could be a very, very crucial drive for the momentum of the Kent Exiles. The man who receives but also kicks blasts it away as that tumbles through. And that takes a beautiful Aztecs bounce. And number 9 for the Aztecs.
They're the punts you like to see. If there's any punters watching, bet you love that.
Battistella just getting that ball potentially at the 3 or the 4 yard line. Looking like, as the refs pointed out, looking like the 4 yard line, but an Aztecs bounce. Dreadnoughts 26, Torbay Trojans 0 at the end of Q1. Even more points on than this game. But what a number 9 there, heads up. And the punter with an absolute precision strike. Manchester Titans 14-0 up on the Leicester Panthers as that comes in. As Stoll is standing on the blue of his own end zone. Oh, number 32 immediately, and that is looking like a safety for the Aztecs. So if there's one thing that can prove, obviously 2 points on the board, but the Exiles do have this system in place then, that the ball is going to be going directly to the running back. Very interesting system. The only other time I've seen it is the Peterborough Royals women's team. Last year in their endeavours in the 7-a-side league, they had multiple ones where the ball would go directly to the running back, and that was crispy. And the Exiles, I mean, sometimes you've got to open up the playbook. It's going to be interesting to see if they go for it again, but I think with that safety, potentially the momentum that the Exiles had is now going down. I always have it in my head, Harvey, that if you've played Madden and you've got that momentum meter at the top, I've got one of those in my head. And right now it's on the Aztecs as they chalk on 2 extra points and are going to receive the ball. Lincolnshire Bombers 0, Crewe Railroaders 6 in a game that the Bombers really cannot afford to lose. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on that game. I've got a lot of friends who play for the Bombers and I don't think they'll be my friends anymore if they lose to the Railroaders.
So we see the Exiles kick-off team once again. Not for the reason they'd wish, but...
No, not at all. It's going deep. It looks like you've got Kevin Ward, number 0. As deep, but you've... Looks like it's going to be number 96 to boot it off. Great ball. Into the hands of Kevin Ward. He switched it to number 7. Number 7's got the speed, but 56 for the Exiles. Malachi Slew there making another big tackle to prevent another kick return score. So Sean Baker keeping us in the loop. London Warriors 7, Solent Thrashers 0 as it stands for that game. And that game will affect the train. The train's loving it. The train's giving us a good old beep as it goes by. Looks like the Wolves have got a safety in their game over the Phoenix, taking that to 9-0 as the Aztecs have a gain of 1. Probably because that train going past, you can't hear what's going on. Didn't hear the snap. Let's see what they can do here. And Benzie, and Benzie throws an absolute beauty of a pass. Number 88 thought that he had the space. The receiver who kicks, number 88 Cutlin, he thought he had the space, but number 20 for the Exiles was right there. He was very close to picking that ball off and becoming a hero for the people of Kent. Francis Iakina, that is his last name. It's double barrel. He's not Francis. Anyway. And I'm sorry, but the Exiles are doing bits here. It's if they can just capitalise on this momentum on the offence.
This is another Aztecs 4th down. Seen them a lot now.
It's strange. I didn't think they'd be in it, but it doesn't look like the punting unit is coming anywhere near the field. They are going for it. Benzie in the backfield. I mean, obviously the kicker's on the field, but he's not a kicker. He's a receiver. But that's not the question. Benzie gets the ball. Swings it out to number 23. And the Exiles get the ball back on potentially their own 32-yard line. But again, preventing another score here. As much as the defence is doing well for the Exiles, let's not forget they're 22 points down. Stoles hands it off to number 32. Ball is out, and the Aztecs reclaim it.
And would you like to know which player forced that fumble?
Oh, Christ. Ryan Davies has got the ball back for the Aztecs, putting it on the 21-yard line. There is an injured player on the field.
Number 15 for the Aztecs.
Oh,
Josh
no.
Ricketts.
Not number
causing
50.
That fumble.
Not the abominable Joshua Ricketts. Absolutely. Let's stop calling that name out. No one wants to hear about Josh Ricketts. Not a single person. What uni teams does he play for, Harvey?
Josh Ricketts is a a player for the Gloucestershire Gladiators.
Oh, very interesting. I hear their new CC is a very ugly man. A very ugly man. And I don't like him. I've never liked him. And whoever voted for him, you're idiots.
Yeah, it's a shame. We were hoping the Glads would have a good season next year, but with this CC in place, who knows what could happen.
No, he's a terrible human being as well. And the CC, the Gladiators, you know who you are. Take a good, long, hard look in the mirror. All right? But obviously, Ricketts is not the only Gloucestershire Gladiator on the Aztecs roster. There's a fair few. Chapath Bennett, number 6. Good old JB. Jamie Scarrett, number 52. Jordan Vincent, number 40. And number 91, Jamie Millington. Gosh. But I'm sure the Aztecs got a lot of union players around it, considering that, you know, like, people may have this in their heads. Where is the centre of British American football? And I think that if anyone says any answer other than Bristol, then they're wrong. I think that's fair to say they are wrong. Don't get me wrong, the Warriors are a good side, they're a great side. Manchester just won the thing, but the heart of British American football lies in Bristol. And I wasn't paid to say that either. That's genuinely just my opinion. It is I mean, it is. Like, we can joke around, but it is. Like, ladies and gentlemen, the picture on right now is the only purpose-built American football pitch in the country. Yeah, you got SGS, Bullets 2s, the Apache, the Aztecs, and sometimes you may forget about them, and you shouldn't. The Bristol Barracuda, again, a solid Div 1 side, all lie in Bristol, and yeah, that's it. That's my speech. I know that no one asked, but that's it. As we do have a Ken Exiles player down.
He's back up on his feet, getting escorted off the field now.
As the Aztecs take over from that fumble. Josh Ricketts ripping the ball out. And number 44, Davies, jumping on it, puts the Aztecs in great field position on their 21-yard line. Let's see what Benzie can do here. He's looking to throw. He's got space. And he's running. And he's dodging around players. And he managed to dive to the floor there for... I'm not entirely sure if that's the first. If it is, it's going to be a second in inches if it's not. But let's have a look to see. No, I don't know, because one of the
It looks
game
like
day crew. No, that looks to be a second and
two.
Second and two. Hand off to 24. Just wrapped up low. Very good defense by the Exiles. Number 53 for them there. I want to say Silverio. Wrapping up low.
Just a gain of a yard there, it seems. For 3rd and 1.
Coach Russ, who joined us for the Hertfordshire game, is keeping us informed of all things in that game. 2 pick sixes from the linebacker Jordan Legg put the Cheetahs up 13-0 over the Bournemouth Bobcats. Exiles look to be sending the pressure, and they do. Swung out to the receiving kicker.
There is flag. There is a flag on the plate.
Two flags from both line judges. Let's have a gander here. Probably going to be an offside, but who's it going to be on?
Yeah.
And that is going to be an offside on the Exiles, basically what we thought, and that is going to bring up a first down for the Aztecs. And that's going to be a first and goal situation, potentially looking at maybe from the 7-yard line for the Aztecs. Exiles' defense has been getting better, but can the goal line stand is the question. Menzies gets the ball, swinging out number 24. Oh, beautiful catch from 24.
And he's
in. Beautiful. Let's have another look at that. That ball was maybe over the head of a Betgo there. Let's look at this. Just over there. I thought the floor, but that's going to be another 6 points for the Aztecs as they look. The Aztecs may be looking to get out of here nice and quickly. They're going to want to see that running clock. They want to go home and enjoy a sunny Sunday.
Feels like we haven't seen points in ages, but we're only in the second quarter.
And that's a great ball. What are the referees saying?
It's good.
That is good. 29-0 in the second quarter for the Aztecs. You're absolutely right, Harvey. We haven't seen him in a while, but on comes the Aztecs kickoff unit. I wouldn't be surprised if the Aztecs try and get that ball away from number 11 of the Aztecs, Firth. Seems to be 56 and 11 for the Exiles are the players that are causing problems. 82 looking a boot. Beautiful. And that's going away from Firth now into the hands of 25 for the Exiles. And he's got speed. And he's got past some people. This is a great return for the Exiles.
He's still up.
Wow, fair. Just past the halfway point. That's a great return for the Exiles. Again, the Exiles just keep building. Coach Russ asking me if I have remembered my sunscreen. I have not. I am ready to feel the pain for my mistake, Coach. Darren Cummins keeping us in the loop. Manchester Titans 17. Leicester Panthers 0 as it stands in that game. But right here in sunny Bristol, the Exiles look to be starting on the 50-yard line. And Stoles throws it. And off the hands of two Aztecs players. As number 1 tries to connect with number 10. What is 9 plus 10?
It is 19.
That's 21.
Got him.
Stoles gets the ball again. Bobbled handoff there.
And Swan once again.
Banahan just couldn't get his hands around that. It's the little things. It just seems to be the little things for the Exiles here, as they're going to have a 3rd and 15 on their hands to deal with now. Stoles has proven that he can sling the ball. But will this be another instance of that? Let's have a look. And Firth runs onto that ball, and Firth's got space.
And that will be a first down.
Fair enough to Stoles and Firth there. I wasn't sure. We've got a player down on the field. I wasn't sure about that play just because Firth had to run back to catch that ball, but he managed to just have that fast breakaway speed and punch that in for a first down, coming off a 3rd and 15. Fair enough to the Exiles. They're in great field position. Very well could be that we might see the first points on the board here from the Exiles. As we're in front of now, we can see that the long snapping is being practiced. It wouldn't surprise me as if they cannot get a TD here. There looks to be a field goal or a field goal try in the Exiles' future.
It seems to be it's the Exile players that are getting injuries more than the Aztecs currently, which is not a good sign considering they have a smaller team already.
It's going to be interesting to see how they cope as if the numbers continue to dwindle.
And I believe that could be their centre who was injured just there.
That's number 71. He's back up on his feet. Jamie Al-Ali there, walking off under his own power. But slowly, let's get back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. Great field position for the Exiles. Trips on the left. Bobbled snap, but Stoles did everything he could there. He was swarmed, but he got that ball off, which is going to be... And that ball is not going to... Those markers are not going to be moving anywhere. It stays a 2nd and 10. Spread formation. Low snap. Fires it to 23 and 23 cannot catch it. Ref late to blow the whistle there. I'm not sure if anyone really knew if that was a backwards pass or not. Again, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that it was or it wasn't just because of the angle that we are currently sat at. So, thank God for my friends in Lincoln as it's 6-6 for the Bombers versus the Railroaders as it stands now, as the Exiles are currently on a critical 3rd and 10 situation. They need this. They need this. Great snap. Stoles throws. Firth has got the ball again. He's fast, but when you're surrounded by Aztecs players, there's not much you can do. Even getting comments on YouTube talking about number 11 Julian Firth, and he has been, I'd say Firth and 56 on the defense for the Exiles. Malachi Slew have been great, and the Exiles are going for it here. Sorry, I was too busy gushing over Julian Firth. Trips on the right. Exiles need this. What can they do here? I'm going to say 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Stoles throws it. And that's picked off by the Aztecs. And that is just simply picked off.
So much space.
And number 7, he's got Stoles to beat, and number 7 for the Aztecs just runs out of bounds. Crisp in there, number 7. I don't want to say that might have been the easiest floaty interception we've ever seen, but it looked natural for number 7 of the Aztecs to be under that ball.
It looked like he was the receiver in that situation.
It certainly did. And that has got to be a heartbreaker for the Kent Exiles. Best field position they've had so far. Did not manage to get points on the board. I'm personally surprised. Maybe the kicker's just not... I don't know. There's so many things. As Benzie's back on Benzie in the offense. Back on the field. Throws it out right. Low ball number... Very late whistle there.
Don't know what they were waiting for.
Cutlin, man of many talents. Be interesting to see what they rule that. The Edinburgh Wolves currently shutting out the Tamworth Phoenix 15-0. No gain of yardage at all there for the Bristol Aztecs. Bunch spread. Fakes one throw. Number 92. Great ball though.
Trust in the pocket there. Had time. And again, an Aztecs third down. 3rd and 10.
This is very interesting. Seems to be that the Aztecs, well, unless this play goes for at least a first down, they're not going to be able to get that running clock before the half. Oh, after the half, sorry. After the half, not before the half, sorry. Thank you, Steve.
If you've just tuned in, you're probably wondering at this state of play how the Aztecs are up by so much. They seem to have slowed down quite drastically.
Again, I don't want to say it because the Aztecs, it's just not, it's not in their nature to do this, but it's surprising when you see the start of the game. No, maybe a second down if the Exiles get like a defensive play, but it's going to be another Aztec punt. High ball, high ball, going out of bounds. I'm going to say potentially the 33-yard line of the Exiles as their offense joins the field once again. I'll tell you what, the sun is bearing down on this field, and if you can see the heat waves boiling up from the Astro here at SGS, and it's going to be warm. The sun's bearing down on both teams. Not 33, 35. Interesting. Stoles gets it. Where's he looking? Looks for number 2 over the head of the Exiles. Number 10, Nick Barnes. But a very nice quick pass for the Exiles. It brings up a 2nd and 10. Terrible touch by the ball boy there. Terrible touch. Spread offense here for the Exiles. He's looking. And in and out of the hands of 23.
The Exiles currently are just beating themselves, it seems. They're getting there, though. They are slowly but surely.
See,
positives.
I'd say that the Exiles have taken a step back from a few drives ago. But again, it's still 3rd and 10. They've still got a chance. It's going to be interesting to see if they bring on their punting unit. Throws it to Firth.
Number 11 again.
And Julian Firth, I don't know if he seems to be the 3rd down man, does Julian Firth. And the Aztecs know that. It's not going to be a first down for them.
The Aztecs know that, but still he is performing amazingly.
Exactly. He's doing well in the face of that, but if I'm Kent, don't wait until 3rd down to utilise what I'd argue is probably the best weapon on their offence, as the Exiles do bring in their punting unit. Sean Baker keeping us in the loop. London Warriors 28, Solent Thrashers 0 as it stands now. Calls from the refs to hurry up. Good snap. Yo, great kick. And another punt that goes out of bounds. Let's see where the refs are going to put this ball.
Appears on the 30.
Looking 30, looking like 31. Wow, what a series of throws there from the refs. Yep, that's a 31-yard line for the Aztecs. and a timeout called by the Exiles as we can inform you of a score in the Scottish Division as the Clyde Valley Blackhawks and the Glasgow Tigers currently sit on 0-0. Because we're so high up, ladies and gentlemen, I can't unfortunately shout at a referee and ask for a time check, but I'd imagine that the time in the first half is ticking away. As we go into half time and try and get you all the scores, not all the scores I know. I need to see where this Crew Railroaders Lincoln Bombers game goes. Be fuming. Benzie hands it off. To number 21. And ladies and gentlemen, if you know the name Lewis Munt, you're not going to be surprised that when he touches the ball, first downs happen. In fact, there was, because Wooly was talking over me when I said this last time, I'm going to give Lewis another clip for his Instagram reels because Wooly messed it up last time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the 2-minute warning here in the first half of the Bristol Aztecs versus the Kent Exiles. I believe it was when Lewis Munt gets the ball, defenders in front of him just seem to disappear. So that's what I said. So, Lewis, you can use that one because Mike didn't talk over me on that one. Benzie's looking deep. Oh, and that's a... Oh! And Malachi Slew looking to put an exclamation point on what has been a spectacular game from him so far. There's a flag on the play. That was in and out of the hands of 56 of the Exiles in what could have been an absolute coup for them to end in the ending moments of the first half. Let's see what this flag is.
I believe it was PI.
Oh. And that is big for the Aztecs as a PI call puts them 15 yards down the field. Tom Hutchinson making sure that we all know that the Glasgow Clyde Valley 0-0 is at the half as the Aztecs start on their 43-yard line. Or the Exiles 43-yard line. No, 37. No. And Lewis, what a surprise. When Lewis Munt touches the ball, yards happen. I want this to be a first down so I can say it again. Come on. No. It's not quite a first down. I thought he got
more than that.
Yeah, I thought he got more than that as well, because that looks to be a second and it keeps moving it.
2?
Second and 2. Sorry, I was going to say second and 3. Wouldn't surprise me if Lewis Munt put some points on the board before this day in Bristol's over, if I'm completely honest. Benzie gets the ball. Throws it towards, and he catches it, and it's a spin move. And he dives, and the Aztecs are going, hurry up, you can hear the calls. Get there quick. Not looking to burn any timeouts. Waiting for those chains to be set up, ladies and gentlemen. Benzie got the ball again. Throws it to... Oh, my Lord above! What a play. Let's have a look at that. What a play by the Exiles. Oh, let's have a look at the replay. We beg that there's something. You barely got it. Oh, and a coup for the Exiles. They're going to be preventing the Aztecs from getting that running clock at least 4. When you're coming off a play like that, the whole team's got to be inspired. 32 swallowing it up. One thing I will say, which I've seen from the handoff doesn't look very stable. It seems to be that Stoles is just... Stoles isn't putting the ball into the belly of the running back. He's just sort of letting it float for a second, and that's how balls get fumbled. Stoles looking to throw. Great ball. Almost picked off by the Aztecs, and almost just very, very close to number 11 as well. If you're the Exiles, you're going to be looking to put that ball into the hands of Julian Firth, especially on this third down. Would not be surprised me if he is going to be the receiver. Trips left for the Exiles here. Third and I'm going to say 6, but the dying seconds rather, of the first half. It's going to be a run play. I'm going to expect a Bristol timeout here. I'm looking at the referee. I imagine he's going to tell me something. Yep. So, hold on, give me a second. 34 seconds left. What do you want? So we're just going to swap the battery here quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Normally we have 2 cameras, but because the Aztecs have put us in such a great vantage point, we decided that 1 is the option. So we got a Bristol timeout, 34 seconds left in the half. Russ keeping us in the loop. Cheetahs 13, Bobcats 3 at half time, as the Exiles will be punting, with their punter having his back heel in their end zone. Ball potentially tipped, but that ball stops dead. And the Aztecs will be taken over on their 34, I'm going to say. 33-34.
Yeah.
Still in a position here for the Aztecs to gain some more points before this half ends, but with potentially only half a minute remaining in the first half. Is it 10? 10 seconds remaining. Maybe in it for just a couple of plays. Low snap. Benzie throws a dart on the floor, but the clock stops. I would not be surprised if this play right here is the last one of the first half. And we'll go and review some scores for you before I have my contract mandated meal deal. I'll tell you more about Steve eating eggs. But anyway, spread formation. Benzie's got time. He throws it long. Pass goes nowhere but to the ground. I'm not hearing calls for the... There. Nope, I lied to you, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half here in beautiful, sunny Bristol, as the Aztecs lead the Exiles 29-0. Exiles have been getting better with each drive. They've had opportunities. But they just cannot capitalise. Number 11 for the Exiles, Julian Firth, is a weapon. Number 56 for the Exiles is a weapon on defence, but they cannot compete with the combined firepower of the Bristol Aztecs. We're going to run down some of the other scores that are currently happening, and then we'll leave you for half time here so you can go and get a cold beverage or a warm beverage if you're weird. It's quite a warm day. I don't know why you would, but that's up to you, I guess. So as it stands now, 6-6. The Lincolnshire Bombers and the Crewe Railroaders. The Edinburgh Wolves 16, the Tamworth Phoenix 0. The Portsmouth Dreadnoughts 26-0 over the Torbay Trojans at the end of Q1. The Scunthorpe Alphas 30 over the Steam in Q2. At half-time in Clyde Valley versus the Glasgow Tigers, it was 0-0. And I believe it still stands as 9-0 for the Edinburgh Wolves. Yeah, that sounds good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with you shortly after a half-time to continue more football action from the Premiership South. Bristol Aztecs 29, Kent Exiles 0. Ladies and gentlemen, you join us back here in sunny Bristol for more action in the Premiership South, as we are still here for the Aztecs versus the Exiles. Current score 29-0 to the Aztecs, but the Exiles will be receiving this second half kickoff. Talking about it, the Exiles have been getting better. Each drive opportunities have been coming, but the scoreline this game is getting away from them. But can they leave Bristol with some points on the board is the question. The Exiles only scoring 6 points all season, but those 6 points were on the London Warriors. And it's caught by Firth, number 11. He's fast and he is wrapped up. We were expending the virtues of Julian Firth in the first half. He's the speedster, does not get the yardage there, brought down by a slew of Bristol Aztecs. Firth representing the KCL Regents at the university level, who won their division and will be going up to Division 1 next year. Don't talk about uni ball, Chris. This is the senior ball. Stoles has the ball. He's looking to throw. And that's immediately picked off by the Aztecs. Number 9, and it's in. There we go. Battistella, number 9, puts it in. 6 points on the board. And ladies and gentlemen, that makes it 35-0. And if my maths is correct, the running clock starts probably after the extra point, but it starts now. The Aztecs didn't manage to get that score before the half-time call, but once again the Aztecs come out firing on the first drive of the game. Okay, cool. And let's see here, and that is going to make it 36-0 to the Aztecs. Run. And a cheeky pick 6 taken back to the house. And it seems to be the Aztecs just immediately starting. First half, kickoff return touchdown. This half, pick 6. And the running clock starts now. Harvey's back with us. What'd you get? Did you get anything nice?
I went on a quest for a water fountain.
Did you find one?
I did indeed.
Oh, beautiful. So what you missed was you missed a pick 6, or did you see it as you were walking around?
I heard it.
You heard it.
Is that running clock now then?
Certainly is, my friend, as the score stands 36-0 to the Aztecs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know any other scores that are coming in while we were having our half-time lunch, please put them in. Thrashers Warriors score. It's somewhere. Someone help out Nick Williams. I don't know the exact score. Big boot from number 82. Drops it, and it's bounced. Picked up by number 25, and he is immediately hit and brought down by the Aztecs. Wembley, so this isn't the score, but we got some other ones coming in. Wembley Stallions 7, Norwich Devils 8 in Q3. Pretty low scoring game there for both of those. Jeez. The Portsmouth Dreadnoughts 42, Torbay Trojans 0 at the end of the first half. The Ouse Valley Eagles 7, Berkshire Renegades 6 at half time. As we get back to the game right here, Exiles on their second offensive drive of the half. First ended in the pick 6. Stoles throws it. Overthrown, number 33. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is and who it's going to affect. Who's going to get some yardage here? Someone help out, Nick, please. Please. I don't know the... Nick, if I were to give you the score, it would probably be from maybe half an hour ago. That's of no help to anyone. So that's going to be an automatic first down for the Exiles as pass interference from the Aztecs. Doesn't move them too far. Bit of a weird snap, bobbing around a bit, and it's a strip, and it's a strip sack. It's a strip sack and a recovery. There looks to be some fun for the ball. Let's have a look at that on the replay. And number 99 for the Aztecs, just ripping it out. Oh, hold on. The Exiles offense is staying on. Oh, that looked like a strip sack. That looked good. You've seen the replay. But the referees are saying the ball was going forward. And that is going to be a second and 10 for the Kent Exiles. As Doles throws it.
Tipped in the air there.
Swings it out. Late whistle there from... again, I love BAFACL. I love the refs. Don't make it seem like I don't. But today there have been some very late whistles on plays that potentially could be backwards passes. And it's not... you know, that's not me having a go. That's just some constructive feedback.
Third down now. 3rd and 10.
Stoles throws it.
Overthrows number 11 there.
Once again, the Exiles going to Julian Firth on 3rd down. Firth down. Let's call it that from now on. Every time the Exiles throw to him. Every time the Exiles throw to Firth on 3rd down, it's Firth down.
Like you were saying in the first half, though, why are they not utilising him on 1st and 2nd downs?
I don't say that. I did get told during the break that he does play for the KCL Regents, obviously just promoted. Always good. A lot of love for the KCL Regents and their social media. Didn't win social media team of the year. Bounces on the ground as that punt. Gets it away, but not by much. It looks like it was tipped. Flag on the play, and I think there might be a roughing the kicker in there somewhere. I think there's a roughing the kicker in there because that flag was thrown at the ref's back. Looks like number 44 has drawn that. Let's go to the team sheet. 99 at Tresness getting that. We thought was a strip sack, but not just a break up. Let's see what the ref says. Yeah. So there you go, running into the kicker there for Ryan Davies. Results in a gain of 5 yards, but that's not going to help the Exiles too much as they will be keeping the punting unit on the field.
A better snap this time and a much better punt.
Oh, what a ball. Into the hands of Ward, number 0. He gets around some players. Ward's got space and he's got some blockers.
He's got blockers. 5.
And he goes out of bounds as he is chased down to number 5. Thanks, Tibbs, for reminding us that we lost best social media. I'm sorry. It wasn't just me who voted on that. It was a consensus vote. And KCL's social media is really good. And I imagine that's what they dislike the most about the rundown. But Bournemouth social media is really good. It just is. Like.
So first down on the, what we're saying, the 43?
That's looking about right. Again, if Willie Mike was here again, he'd tell us the yardage and the inches, but he's not here because he's, well, I don't know why he's not here. I'll ask him next week. I'll quiz him next week when we are in No, we're not. We're in Oxford for the Oxford Saints versus the South Wales Warriors as we continue to watch the story of the Oxford Saints 2023 season. number 18. So it's going to be a change of QB.
The ball back in the hands of Lewis Munt.
Again, what a surprise. Lewis Munt is good at football.
I've also heard he's a great guy.
Great guy. We win it next year. It's anyone can win it. It's the Sport Tank Awards. You can pull the Rundown Awards. What do I call them? The Sport Tank Awards. I'm talking to myself. I should probably get those made, shouldn't I? I'll do it.
We have another injured player down for the Exiles. Oh, back on his feet.
Beautiful.
Walking off the field.
There you go. The injured player for the Exiles walking off under his own power. As the Aztecs now face a 2nd and 1. Again, if I could put a bet on, I'd put maybe a tenner on a anytime touchdown scorer Lewis Munt. Again, I want to see it today.
2nd and 1. I think we're expecting it in Munt's hands.
Oh, yeah. And it's not. Number 16. Oh.
Number 16, is that any quarterback in?
It certainly is. Gareth Thomas in at QB there. We've had 3 QBs in this game for the Aztecs. As Thomas is sacked for a loss of yardage, and it's looking to be a big old chunk. Potentially.
Lost about 5 yards there.
I'd certainly say so. Third and chunk here. Big chunk. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 8. His hand toss into the hands of Munt. But Munt is swarmed by Exiles players. It seems to be that number 21 for the Aztecs can't get the first down, but it's 4th down here for the Aztecs, and the offense is staying on the field. Thomas, number 16 at quarterback. Lewis Munt, 21 at running back. You got Ward, number 0. And the receiver, also a kicker, number 88, Cutlin, on the left. And Thomas is looking. Thomas is running to the right. Doesn't need to get too much yardage. He runs for the pylon, and he gets that first down. Not by a lot, but he certainly gets it. As he stared down a Ken Exiles player running towards him on the left, but he manages to just push that through and gets another first down for the Aztecs.
You can see there's a lot more confidence in the Aztecs now, going for that on 4th. They've really got control of this game now.
Well, that's it. The running clock is now in effect, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's it. Again, I think what the Exiles are going to be looking for here is to get some points on the board. They don't want another shutout on their record. Only 6 points scored all season. They're going to be looking to change that. Thomas looking to audible the play. Into the hands of Munt, runs right, goes up the middle. Goes through the B gap. Don't think that's going to be another first down for Munt, which means the catchphrase for Lewis Munt will not get said.
Yeah, it seems about a gain of 9 there.
Very quick to go back into that line as well. And Thomas is going to throw. He throws it to Ward, and that is broken up by number 20 of the Exiles.
Some good coverage there.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's certainly cooled down here in Bristol. It's a cold breeze has come over the balcony in which we are positioned on, and it's Not ideal. Don't want it. Don't love it.
No, get the sun back on us.
Third and 2. Munt's got the ball again, but the Exiles can see it. Doesn't, again, going to be interesting to see if this is going to be a first down. They've already changed it to a fourth down marker. No gain as of yet. No signal.
If there was a gain, it was very marginal.
Looking like the field goal unit is on. And the receiver, Cutlin, is back to kick. Oh, it's warm. Oh, there we go. There's the sun. Oh, beautiful. That's a long old try. Quite windy here in Bristol. Cutlin soccer balls it, but it is no good. Still stands at 36-0. Exiles are going to be starting deep in their own half.
Jordan's on there, I believe, if I saw that correctly. And JB.
Beautiful. So you got some Gloucestershire Gladiators playing. Obviously, we're going to mention those because their CC's ugly. Number 40 and number 43. Is it 43? No, he's not 43.
JB number 6.
Watch out for number 6. He's good, but he runs. But the Exiles run into a brick wall. I do hope number 6 gets to show off a bit. Thing is, JB does seem to be covering the Exiles' best player. So
He does have a lot on his hands, but I think he's up to the challenge.
we're only saying that because he's our friend, and I want to see how he does. There you go. Stoll's looking to throw. Swings out again, but it bounces off the turf. Looking like it's going to be a 3rd and 11, but that's barely 11. 10 and a half.
I think we know who the QB is going to be looking out for on this 3rd down.
If he throws to number 11, I might lose my mind. He doesn't. He goes to 23.
Oh!
And Josh... Oh, I thought that was Josh Ricketts. There we go. Fumbling out of the hands. Going to be interesting to see what they call that. Let's have a look at the replay. He runs it back in. The refs are having a discussion. I'm not entirely sure if the ball was... Yeah, no, I think that's the right call. I don't think that player had the ball in his hands for enough time to constitute that being a catch and then a fumble. So that is an incomplete pass. That is very much the call that I would make there. I was very surprised when there wasn't an immediate whistle. Once again, as I've said, there seems to be, again, not having a go. Not having a go, refs, but it seems to be some late whistles. I'm sure if Wooly was here, he'd probably say the same thing as well. Not going to put words in his mouth, but there has been. Ripping away the moment of glory there from Cody Golding, number 35. Flag on a plate.
Delay game.
No, he's counting the players. No foul on the play. You saw the referee going to count the players there, but there were 11. Exiles back to punt. Bit of a looping snap. I mean, the sound was good. Oh! And I would say if number 56 of the Exiles, if that ball did not hit his body, that could have had a beautiful Exiles bounce. But that is going to start at the 49 and a bit. Hello, hello. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you know me, you know I do love a bit of the Hughes Valley Eagles, and they're currently up 14-6 over the Berkshire Renegades. And why that's interesting for the people watching at home is that in a few weeks we will be covering that return fixture as the Hughes Valley Eagles return to Berkshire Renegades. Can they go back there, one up? As Thomas throws it, catches, Ward catches, and surrounded by a couple of Exiles, 18 and 42.
You can't fault the Aztecs play since the beginning of the second half. It's just beautiful to watch, Tebs.
At 42, Joan Him Sang and Daniel Rayburn at number 18 there on the tackle. Thomas is still in at QB. Beautiful snap to Ward again. Swung out wide and Ward gets his feet out of bounds. The goings on in Hertfordshire, as in Q3 the Cheetahs are up 13-9 over the Bobcats.
Second and 3, it's looking like.
Second and 3, and it's a run from 24. Swallowed up by the Exiles. Don't think that's going to be a massive gain. I don't even think that's going to be a first down, if I'm completely honest. And they're going to flip it. Boom. No, they haven't got one of the. They haven't got one of the flipping ones. They've got one of the ones that is like a shutter. Oh, I love Bristol. I love SGS. I love SGS. Closest I'll ever get to this pitch. Bloody hell.
So, 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
Go for the run again, and that must be it. Yes, first down.
That's 24. Abeko has got. I'm doing it based on the sticks. It looks like it's. What? And ladies and gentlemen, you're wondering why that third quarter has gone so quickly. Because the second the Aztecs hit that plus 35 plus mark, it's a running clock. As we are in Q4 here in Bristol, score stands 36-0. So Tamworth gets some points on the board, but as it stands now, the Wolves 23, Tamworth Phoenix 7.
Lewis Monty's back in at running back.
This is the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Can Lewis Munt hit my acca? Can he hit his acca on his debut? That's what we're here for. The odds were good. Lewis on the left. 2 receivers. Lewis blocking. Over the head of the man with a golden boot, but we don't want to talk about that because he's a receiver.
The receiver that kicks.
The receiver that moonlights as a kicker. He's like Batman. You've never seen Spencer Cutlin, the receiver, and Spencer Cutlin, the kicker, in the same room. There's no proof that they're the same person. 2nd and 10. Lewis Munt on the left. And Lewis Munt's got it. Oh, and that was a great tackle by 52 of the Exiles. Is that 52? 53 of the Exiles. Just wrapping up Munt right around the ankles. Silverio, number 53 for the Exiles, making sure that my acca does not hit. Absolutely fuming up here. Thomas got the ball.
3rd and 9.
And that ball's tipped in the air. It's going to be a 4th and
9.
it's going to look like a 4th and 9, but I'd say that's barely a 9. That's a 9.5. And I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I am joking about this Lewis Munt Acker before you think I'm betting on the games that I'm commentating. You can't bet on Britball games. Yet. Yeah. And I'm not saying that like it's something that I've got in the pipeline. It would just be quite funny, wouldn't it? Thomas is looking to throw. Number 90's got the space. And, number 90 in and out of the hands of number 90. Number 90 is a big man. It seems we've got a player down on the field for the Exiles. But I'll put it like this, ladies and gentlemen. From all the way up here in the balcony, number 90 for the Aztecs is huge. He looks big from up here, but he just could not sink that ball in.
It was a great ball by the quarterback. Can't fault the throw. And again, another Exiles player down.
Yeah, it seems to be that Lewis Benzi's day, number 3 at QB, is going to be over for the Aztecs, as Gareth Thomas is going to be taking the majority of the snaps left in the 4th quarter. But the Aztecs take over. The man JB swapping coverage. And Ben Malore on Julian Firth. Again,
Injured player seems to be... He's sat up now, so... Which is a positive. Seems to be okay.
Going to be interesting to see what the Exiles do here. Obviously, as we've said, don't just utilise number 11 on 3rd. I think is the key. But given the scoreline, given its running clock, the big thing here today for the Exiles is to hopefully leave some points on the board.
And I think the team would take that, some points. They knew this game was going to be difficult as the Exile player walks off the pitch under his own steam, which is always a positive.
We're back in as the Exiles take over. Stolz gets the ball. Hands off to 25. 25's got some space, but swallowed up by 22 of the Aztecs. Alex Ampleford there with the tackle, but a gain of 4 for the Exiles, looking to break out their own half and again put some points on the board. Keep trying to look at the scores.
Spread formation here for the Exiles on 2nd and about 6. Pass to 3.
Big looping pass there to number 3. But number 3's fighting.
Gain of about 3 yards there for the Exiles as they set up for 3rd down.
I don't know what happened there.
Seemed like a miscommunication between the running back and quarterback there. A late flag. I'm not too sure what this flag would be for.
Let's see who's going to be. I'm looking for the refs.
They're having a long discussion of the two refs in the middle of the field. The refs discussing with players as well, so...
Looks to be that the Aztecs are moving back, which looks like it's going to be on them, giving big chunk yardage and a fresh set of downs for... And that's going to be an unnecessary roughness penalty on number 99 for the Aztecs. Bring up a 15-yard penalty and a fresh set of downs for the Exiles. Moving them to, I'd say, their 46-yard line. Good field position for them so far. Nothing to... Oh.
Again, the QB looking out to find number 11 on a first down this time.
I haven't got many updates for you that we haven't already covered. Stolkas ball, bit of a high snap. Very, 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 very shaky handoff there. Very shaky.
There just seems to be confusion with who's meant to get the snap, it seems, and then little things, it seems, for Exiles in this second half that are just damaging them.
It's going to be a 3rd and 16. Stoles looks to throw. There's a man open. Oh my lord! And I'd argue like that. Don't get me wrong. That ball was a bit low, but it was very much on the money.
It was catchable, was that ball?
For Leo Walter Darbo, number 33 for the Exiles, and they're going to be looking to punt. So in quarter 3 of the Norwich Devils versus the Wembley Stallions, it is 14-7 for the Norwich Devils. Big looping snap.
Low punt, but
it gets the distance, and it's picked picked up by number 80 Carr of the Aztecs and just immediately tackled.
well watched by number 18 there.
Don't need any more of these kick returns. None of these kick return TDs, and that's going to put the Aztecs back in their own half.
On the 27.
And a handoff there to the RB, and he's got space and he's got room, and that's going to be first down Aztecs. There's number 30 for the...
Another injury for the Exiles, it seems. Player slow to get up. He's up.
Yep. Waiting for the sticks to be moved. As Luke Collins, number 30, picking up that first down. And he's still in at running back. Once again, ruining my accumulator. I hate it. Give me my imaginary money. Give me those imaginary bank. Thomas throws it. Absolute dart to 87.
Oh,
Ball's out. No.
the same. Yeah, he was down.
He was down. Excitement there from the Kent sideline there, but no, 87 absolutely brings in a dart. Does Aaron Howard. In the fourth quarter, the Wolves still up 23-7 over the Phoenix. And Ward just catches a great ball, and he drags number 42 along for what potentially may be a first down for the Aztecs.
It is indeed, I believe.
Let's have a look. Yep, it certainly is.
Chains are moving.
Aztecs moving at speed here down the field. Have the Aztecs got a 50 burger on their mind? Board out, trips right for the Aztecs. Thomas looks. He's looking for he's looking for Ward. Sorry. Oh, my eyes deceived me. I thought 80 was going to be the receiver, but number 0, Kevin Ward, gets the ball.
That is another first down.
And it's another first down and another no huddle for the Aztecs. The QB tying up Kevin Ward's laces there. That's what we like to see. Helping out your team.
He doesn't only just throw the balls.
I'll tell you what, my QB wouldn't do that for me. So I don't play receiver, so. Thomas gets the ball. Who's he looking for? Caught by 86. And he is taken down by the Aztecs. Number 18.
Again, no huddle.
Daniel Rayburn, no huddle again. The Aztecs pulling the tricks out of the bag. They might be looking, they might have burgers on their mind. High snap. Given to 84. Swallowed up by number 5 of the Exiles. Very well done.
Opting for the run play there, having done multiple pass plays over the past few snaps.
And that is going to be a first and goal. Giving the Aztecs that's going to be a first and goal, giving the Aztecs a fresh set of downs. Come on, put 21 on. Thomas with a great ball. And Ward catches it. It's just spectacular.
There's a flag thrown.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is, but let's have a look at that replay again. That was a spectacular catch, but we've got another Exiles player down as well. Yeah. They're going to say pushing off. And that's a 15-yard penalty on the Aztecs for Ward there, who did make, it was a great catch, but did push off a little bit. British Gridiron Films, who we always love to see commenting on our live stream, saying big shout out to Devils HC Chris Badger Mills, former Bristol Apache player. Also Tam Soso's back as well. Love to see it. Let's see what Thomas can cook up here. He's looking for a throw again. He's looking for Ward again.
Oh,
and Ward redeems himself. Let's go straight back to that. And Kevin Ward just he had a TD taken away, and a TD is now on the board. Just unbelievable. And 42-0 it stands.
that was incredible.
That was great. Kevin Ward, spectacular.
Setting up for the field goal.
The
Kicks
wide
away,
receiver kicks.
and I believe that went through. And it certainly did.
There we go, and that is 43-0. Seems to be... Are their players down? And there's another Exiles player down. He seems to be getting up now. But one score and a PAT from the Aztecs means that this game goes to a burger. Player is up. Exiles getting ready to return that kick. Aztecs taking a while. Maybe a bit too much revelry on their sideline.
I think we're looking at maybe just over 5 minutes left in the quarter, maybe.
Maybe. It would not surprise me if that's the case. At a running clock and all. Aztecs don't strike me as a team who are going to be hunting for the burger, but if the burger comes their way, they will eat. What's your favourite type of burger, Harvey?
I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling. I'm not being a cheese fan, so it won't be a cheeseburger.
Not a please burger cheese?
Not a please burger cheese.
Oh, no. So here we go. Big kick from the... Or
Great
maybe
kick.
the best kick of the day. And that's caught by Firth. He's the money man for the Exiles, and he's just making people miss. Good return for the Exiles. Coming away from this game, obviously, you know, the Aztecs are impressive. What a surprise.
Yeah.
But for the Exiles, number 11, good. There you go. Julian Firth, good.
Good.
Good. Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen, the Ouse Valley Eagles, 21-6 over the Berkshire Renegades. I do, again, ladies and gentlemen, I do love a bit of Ouse Valley. Used to play for them a couple of years ago, so I'm happy that they're currently winning, and we will have that return fixture live stream for you in a few weeks. There's a number 56. Number 56, who is probably like one of the Exiles' key defensive players, is in at quarterback. He throws a ball over the head.
I am perplexed on what just happened.
So, I mean, number 56 has been grand. It's Malachi Slew. But he's in. I'd love it if, like, Slew has been great on the defense. If he scores a TD here, spectacular. Ball is fumbled. And absolutely strangleholded by Billy Elliott, number 11. That's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Exiles. Slew still in. Any updates on Dreadnoughts versus Trojans? Ross Watts, I'll tell you what, it's not looking good for the Trojans. I'll tell you that. It was very, very, very big. Slew on the move. Gets past one person, but there's 3 as 4th, 5, 6 Aztecs around him. Ball flies out, but the whistle was clearly blown before that.
He did well stay on his feet there, breaking a couple tackles.
Punting unit looking like it's coming on for the Exiles. Ross, let me try and get that score up for you. Okay. So this was, how long ago was it? So 52 minutes ago, Ross, we got 42-0 to the Dreadnoughts. But obviously that was almost an hour ago, so I imagine it's a fair bit more. Calling for the fair catch. Oh, Ross, what was it? So, sorry, Ross. So, the last update we got on the Dreadnoughts Torbay Trojans game, it was an hour ago, and it was 42-0 to the Dreadnoughts. So, that's what I mean. It's I don't know what the score would be, but I imagine it's unless Torbay's done an absolute blinder. I imagine that it's still going to be going the way of the Dreadnoughts. I think Thomas is still in. He certainly is. And number 30 for the Aztecs, Luke Collins there as a running back. He is now. Luke Collins is out. No.
Got a timeout called by the Aztecs with 2 minutes 20 remaining in this game.
2:20. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, a running clock. If the Aztecs want that burger, they've got to be moving fast. But a 2nd and 2 in their way. 84 in the backfield. Trips right.
It's a fumble. I think Exiles got a hand to that.
I think that's an Exiles bowl.
And it is indeed.
Isn't that Kevin Adams? Isn't who Kevin Adams? No. On my sheet, I've got number 30 as Luke Collins Miller. G. Miller. Fair enough for the Exiles. Okay, this is great field position for the Exiles.
Could they get some points on the board here? Just called. Exiles with all timeouts remaining.
Kevin Adams. Yeah, his name's Kevin Adams.
Ball is thrown.
Oh! And Firth can't come down with an absolute... No, it's not Firth, it's number 10. For the Exiles, he can't come down with an absolute stream, and it seems to be.
The number 10 receiver for the Exiles seems to be sat down on the field.
Another timeout. We do have... That receiver is still down.
The injury has been called on that receiver now. Seems like he just pulled a hamstring. A lot of running about.
So if that play was going to be dragged in, then that could have been the absolute play of the day for the Exiles, and set them up to at least leave Bristol with some points. And technically, because oh no, don't worry, they've scored again. I was going to say, if it was still, for some reason, I had in my head they were still 36, because if it was 36 and they got a field goal, it would not be a running clock anymore. Even in the last 2 minutes. What a great system.
Player getting tending to now, just stretching his leg out. Nothing too serious. And the sun seems to be showing itself once again.
Thank the Lord. It's getting a bit cold up here.
Yep, the wind did pick up. So, I didn't bring a jumper, so thank God the sun's back.
No, neither did I. Standing here in my crisp white Tua Tagovailoa jersey. Love a bit of Shui Tagovailoa. Why did I say it like that? Because I've got a cough sweet in, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that Kevin Adams? Not on my sheet. Not on my sheet. And I'm going to go by the sheet. Number 10 is going off under his own power. That's always good as the Exiles set up for 2nd and 10. Malachi Slew still QB for the Exiles. He's got the ball. He throws it. Number 3. High ball. And another timeout for the Aztecs. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the Aztecs are the team that's burger hunting.
So that's no timeout remaining for the Aztecs.
1:34 remaining in the game. Aztecs stopping the clock on the third down here. 3rd and 10. Slew gets the ball. What's Slew going to do? Slew's running. Slew fires. Big over the head. Fourth down.
Yeah. As expected there. They're going to go for this one. Nothing to lose.
You might as well. Gosh, wouldn't it be amazing if Slew manages to absolutely bomb this? Where is Firth? Firth on the outside, number 11. Watch that. I'm just going to be saying 56-11. 56. Strange number for a QB. Slew's got it. And he dumps it off. Nope. And that ball hit the ground, and that brings on the Aztecs. As JB, number 6, was right there. He was waiting.
He was hoping that ball was caught.
I bet he was. I bet you.
I think we can expect some a lot of passes in the next.
Yep, so do I. I certainly think so. Especially considering you've got the Aztecs running trips right. Thomas, not understanding, but Thomas got the ball. Yeah, he's going to throw it. Yep, and he throws it big. Oh, almost would have been good.
Just seemed to not get his head round in time there.
And the Aztecs are burger hunting. Like, let's be honest, that's what's happening here. They're burger hunting. There's not long left. Seconds, mere seconds. Have you ever heard of Hail Mary on Madden? Because I think that's what we're going to see here fairly soon.
I run that play every play.
Every play, and I only run field goal block. So Thomas looking, throws a dart. Oh. Broken up by number 20 of the Exiles. He wants nothing. It appears that there is going to be another Exiles player who is down. If they wave that,
I think the Exiles are going to have a lot of recovery on their hands over the next few days and coming weeks.
But I tell you what, as we're in sort of the dire moments of this game, fair play to the Exiles. Like, they have their, I believe it's 26 seconds remaining. They played well in bursts, which obviously when you're playing the game of football, especially at the Premiership levels, you need to be consistent.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the consistency is there for the Exiles, but there have been plays, like there was a long period of time where the Aztecs just couldn't get anything going. But fair play to the Exiles. Not the biggest squad in the world. 26 gets hands on it. Great catch by 26. First down. On a day there with catching that ball.
On the Exiles, though, I think this is a team that, with a little bit more time, a little bit more, in the near future, will be scoring points.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. As it goes on, if they can just keep the numbers.
Yeah.
They can just keep the numbers. And ladies and gentlemen, that is ball game. 43-0 to the Bristol Aztecs. Yet again, Aztecs just looking good on all fronts. Being able to sort of test out some new concepts, letting people who potentially may not get a rep in these harder games that they have against the Blitz and the Warriors, allowing them to get the reps in here today. Exiles again. I'm given the score lines that come in from Ken Exiles games, I'm impressed with the Ken Exiles.
Oh, 100%. With the size difference of the teams, they should be proud of that performance.
100%. It's simple, and for me, the MVP of the game. As much as I'd love to give it to Lewis Munt, I can't. I'd give it to number 0 for the Aztecs, Kevin Ward, pulling off some spectacular catches, putting them in great field position, and just being a name that's constantly said from us up here in the booth. Just because of where we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to do any interviews. Just because of where we are, we're not by the sidelines today. So next week, we're going to go down some of the scores in the league today, and obviously give you the plug for where we are next week. So let's have a gander at the phone. Coach Russ telling us 5 minutes remaining in Q4, and the Cheetahs lead by 10 at 19-9 over the Bournemouth Bobcats. Let's go to the Sport Tank score post pinned if you want to have a look. Then it's there. So, oh gosh. As it stands now from 1 minute ago, the Crewe Railroaders 20, the Lincolnshire Bombers 20. From 5 minutes ago, Norwich Devils 20, Wembley Stallions 7. From 15 minutes ago, the Ouse Valley Eagles 21-6 over the Berkshire Renegades in Q4. The Edinburgh Wolves 23, Tamworth 7. Let's see if we can have a look. I've not got anything as currently in regards to the Portsmouth Torbay Trojans game or the Clyde Valley Blackhawks over Glasgow, but we did know that game was 0-0 at half time. And ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be back following the Oxford Saints as they take on the South Wales Warriors. And that will be next week, and then the week after that we're going to be continuing to follow the Oxford Saints, this time not in the home ground in Abingdon, but when they make the journey to face the Rushmore Knights. So ladies and gentlemen, from Sport Tank, thank you to the Aztecs, thank you to the Exiles, thank you to everyone who has watched, thank you to Harvey for commentating alongside me today, and we will see you all next week. Say goodbye, Harvey.
Goodbye all, thanks so much for watching, thanks for having me.
Cool. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all next week with some more football action. Thank you and goodbye.